Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about harvesting cilantro seeds from my garden. I try to have a continuous supply of cilantro because we love it in this household and we're huge fans of it. The only unfortunate thing about trying to grow it through the summer is that it's actually not a warm weather crop. It does not do well in the warmer weather, so it tends to bolt pretty easily, and I'll show you guys in a second what my cilantro plants are looking like. So before we get into the harvesting and I show you guys how we do that, I wanted to tell you some fun facts about cilantro. So it is around 5,000 years old, making it one of the world's most oldest herbs. So cilantro can be used in sweet and savory dishes and can be used in dressing, salsa, guacamole, smoothies, salads, you name it. It can be pretty much used in everything. Cilantro is a polarizing herb because while some people like myself tend to enjoy it, there are some people who say it tastes like soap. And I honestly feel bad for anybody who has that gene because cilantro is amazing. So cilantro is two different plants in one, basically. So the leaves and the stems of the actual plant are called cilantro or Chinese parsley, whereas the seeds of the plant are called coriander. Unless you live in the UK, then the leaves and the stems, I believe, are called coriander there as well. Cilantro is packed with a bunch of nutrients, including vitamins A, C, and K, and it has minerals in it such as potassium and calcium. So the name coriander actually comes from the Greek word koris, which is, I believe, translates to stink bug, and that's because the smell of bruised cilantro leaves replicate that of a stink bug. So I guess that's the name that they gave it. So that's where the word coriander originated from. And the seeds, you can use them whole, you can ground them up, you can keep them for your garden for next year. And I know as a gardener, you try to prevent your plants from bolting as long as possible, but with cilantro, since you can use the seeds in so many other ways as well, it's not as heartbreaking when they go to seed quickly. I'm going to flip you guys around and show you the different stages of the coriander seeds. So they basically go green, pink, and brown. I have some that are green right now and then some that are brown. Once they get to the brown stage, that's when you know that they are dry and it is good to harvest them. Some people do like to eat the coriander seeds when they're green still, and it's said to have like a bitter, peppery taste to it. And then also the roots of your cilantro plant as well. You can also eat those, and again, they have that peppery cilantro taste to them. I've never tried it, but I do know you use them in some Asian dishes. But yeah, let me show you guys the two different seeds I have right now. Okay. So don't mind my garden, it needs to be weeded and I just give up. So here are, well, actually I'll show you these first. So these are what the coriander seeds look like when they are green. As you can see, some of them here, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, they have like that sort of pink hue to them too. So they go from green like this to green and pink, like this little guy right there. And then eventually they turn into this here. Now, coriander does self-pollinate. It's it's a self-seeding plant. So if you just leave this in the ground, these little seeds are going to fall, they're going to drop into the soil, and they're going to end up giving you more cilantro plants. However, if you don't want that and you want to use them, you can just go ahead and either pull this entire plant up if you're done with it and you don't want to have it in your garden anymore and you need to put something else there. You can also overwinter them as well. I've never done that before. I've always just gotten new plants or planted new seeds. But if you don't want to remove the plant, then you just kind of take them off gently. And this is what they look like. Or like I said, you could take out the entire plant and just shake it over a bowl that's big enough to fit the entire thing, and then you can harvest the seeds that way. Okay, so I just have this bowl here that I grabbed from inside, and I'm just going to put the cilantro seeds in. Now, I grew two different kinds of cilantro in my garden. I grew a Moroccan cilantro and then a long-standing cilantro. I don't remember which plant is which, honestly. So it'll be a fun surprise when we plant again next year. I'll just mix them all together. A little bit of chaos gardening style. You can, if you want to be absolutely sure, you can go ahead and leave your seeds out after you harvest them for a few more days just to ensure that they are completely dry. However, these have been on the plant for a while, so I'm not really worried about them being dry. I just have to separate them from the dirt, and then they'll be good to go. Oh, here's a good example of a seed that's like green and pink. You see that? That's like a good example of that. So I took that one off a little too early, so we're just gonna throw it in the ground and hope it plants itself. This plant here I'm going to leave for a while because it is not, they are not brown enough yet. They're still pretty green. And I'm actually kind of using it as a crop cover to protect my cilantro seedlings that are under there as well. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to harvest coriander. And you can go ahead and rinse them off, let them air dry, because you want to make sure they're completely dry, because if they're any kind of wet and you put them in a container, they're going to try to sprout. So you can rinse off the dirt from them, let them dry completely, and then you can grind them into powder for coriander. You can keep them whole if you prefer, or you can even store them for next year's garden as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any questions you have down below for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.